After a freak snowboarding accident sidelined Chase Elliot for months and weeks, the number 9 Chevrolet Camaro driver is finally back in the driver's seat. But everyone is wondering if he still has what it takes to dominate the track. Will he roar back to the front of the pack, or will his rest be too much for him? Join us as we look into what Chase Elliot and his team have to say about his comeback. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more whereabouts on NASCAR. Chase Elliot hasn't been able to drive the number 9 Chevrolet Camaro since he broke his leg in a snowboarding accident during the West Coast swing. It's almost time for him to get back into action. On Tuesday, April 11th, Hendrick Motorsports issued a press release stating that Elliot had in fact been given the green light by the team's medical staff to compete again in the NASCAR Cup Series. After that, he spent some time in the Chevrolet simulator before settling on the conclusion that he will compete in the NOCO 400 at the Martinsville Speedway. The owner of the racing team, Rick Hendrick, said, "We're looking forward to having Chase back in his race car to pick up where he left off. Since the injury, he's put in a lot of extra effort and concentrated all of his attention, both time and energy, on getting back to the number 9 team. Over the course of the past month and a half, he has remained fully engaged with everything we've been doing, and we have no doubt that he's itching to get back on the track and compete for wins." Previously, Jeff Gordon inspired optimism among Elliot fans. Jeff Gordon, vice chairman of Hendrick Motorsports, expressed his thoughts on the matter prior to the announcement that Chase Elliot will be coming back to the team. He stated that Elliot's recuperation will be week to week and that he was keeping his fingers crossed that the native of Georgia would be able to make his return. The statements were made by the vice chairman of Hendrick Motorsports during an appearance that was broadcast on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio on April 12th. He stated on the morning drive that Elliot's recuperation is really well and that the healing process is proceeding in accordance with the predetermined timeline. Gordon then mentioned that Elliot might make an appearance at Martinsville Speedway in the future. According to Gordon, "I'd say it's a week-by-week decision now, based on how he's feeling and what the doctors recommend. Every week I cross my fingers and hope that this is the week, and I think that's kind of where we're at. It's possible that it could happen this weekend, it's possible that it could happen the following weekend, and it's possible that it could happen the week after that. It's difficult to say for sure. This probably is the return to Martinsville beat the original timeline for Chase Elliot." Elliot broke his tibia on March 3rd when Hendrick Motorsports announced that he would miss the Las Vegas race because of an injury to his lower leg. After that, team president and general manager Jeff Andrews met with members of the media and shared the news that Elliot would be sidelined for several weeks while he continued his recovery. During the race weekend at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Hendrick Motorsports did not disclose an estimated timetable for the team's recovery. On the other hand, the group stated on March 7th that they anticipate the recovery process to take a total of 6 weeks. Based on this early schedule, Elliot could return to racing on April 23rd at Talladega Superspeedway, where he won his last Cup Series race. This timeline will be beaten by the defending champion of the Cup Series in 2020, when he returns to Martinsville Speedway. He will also make sure he's ready to race on a short track instead of a superspeedway, where he might get into an accident with more than one car. With his return, Elliot will solely concentrate on achieving victory. Because Elliot has not competed in any races since the Auto Club Speedway, the driver of the number 9 Chevrolet Camaro will need to come up with a new plan when he gets back behind the wheel. He will have to focus only on winning. Elliot has a total of 49 points and is currently ranked 34th in the Cup Series standings. Chris Buescher, who is now in 16th place and holds the first berth that is above the playoff cut line, is 134 points ahead of him. It is quite doubtful that Elliot will be able to find the driver from the RFK Racing, but he may still secure a spot in the playoffs by winning one of the remaining races. Elliot has fewer concerns than Kyle Busch did when he returned from his own injury in 2015, since the restriction concerning sitting inside the top 30 in points is no longer in effect. Busch had to win a lot of races to get to the top 30 and make it to the playoffs. What are your thoughts? Will Hendrick Motorsports be dominant at the Martinsville Speedway too? Tell us in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button for more updates. The next 3 races on the schedule for the Cup Series are all going to take place at different tracks that Elliot has previously won at. For instance, in 2020 he won at Martinsville Speedway, which put him in the Final 4 for the title. In 2018 and 2022, Elliot was victorious at the Dover Motor Speedway and the Talladega Superspeedway. Hendrick Motorsports has done well at Martinsville Speedway during its 39 years of racing in the NASCAR Cup Series. Jeff Bodine won the first race for a group on April 29, 1984 at the Virginia track. The win was the first of 27 wins at the .526-mile track, which is the most wins by a single team at any track. On April 9, 2022, driver William Byron took the number 24 car to the winning lane for the last time. Racing Insights says that Hendrick Motorsports led 98.5% of the laps in this race. Byron led 212 laps and Chase Elliot led 185 laps. This is the highest percentage that the 14-time Cup Series champion company has ever led in a race. Randy Fugle will be Byron's crew chief for the first time since the two of them won at Phoenix Raceway last month. Alec Gustafson, number 9, and Blake Harris, number 48, are all back after being banned for 4 races because of penalties from the Phoenix race weekend. Since starting to work with Fugle in the Cup Series before the 2021 season, the 25-year-old driver has never ended lower than 7th at Martinsville. Even though he won in 2022, he also has 3 top 5 finishes, 4 top 10 results, and an average finish of 4.3 in his other 4 races. With Fugle, it is his second best track in terms of an average finish. Only the concrete surface of Bristol Motor Speedway is better at 3.0. Byron says that their success is because they were raised to race. Byron said about his success with Fugle at the paperclip-shaped track, "Both of our roots are in short tracks. For us, it just fits our style. We have always grown up at these small-scale racetracks. Martinsville is perfect for that. It's a rhythm track. You have to use the brake and the throttle at the same time, figure out how to control all these things inside the car, and keep your eye on your tires. There are a lot of things at Martinsville." In the last 5 races at the Virginia track, 3 different drivers from Hendrick Motorsports have won. Elliott got his title by winning the fall 2020 playoff race. Alex Bowman finished his 4-win season in 2021 with a win in October, and Byron won in the spring of 2022. Kyle Larson is the most recent short track winner, as he won at Richmond Raceway earlier this month. However, he has not yet won at Martinsville. But the 30-year-old driver has picked up some of the team's luck and success at Martinsville. Since he joined the team in 2021, he has finished in the top 5 twice and led 145 laps. He's made 4 starts at the track. In his previous 12 races there, he had only 1 top 5 finish, 2 top 10 finishes, and led 35 laps. Larson's best finish ever was a 2nd place in the race last fall. He wants to build on what happened there. Larson said, "Martinsville has been a place that I struggle at pretty regularly. I feel like last year we had 2 good races at Martinsville, so I feel like it's potentially in our future of winning a race. If I did, that would probably be the all-time biggest win of my life, because anytime you can accomplish something that's difficult to you, or you don't think that you can accomplish, it would mean a lot. The rules for this Sunday's 400-lap race will be the same as those for short ovals and road tracks. Hendrick Motorsports has won Phoenix and Richmond, which are 2 of the 3 races that use that set of rules. On Sunday, April 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, you can watch the short track races on FS1, MRN Radio, and Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. So that's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in the upcoming video.